This is my Dell Latitude D830. I actually upgraded it from Windows 10 to Manjaro. It was running Windows 10 and it was very unstable. So I installed a Manjaro KDE on it and then put Mate on it and removed all the KDE bloatware. And because even with KDE it was running pretty bad, so I had to get rid of like the extra garbage that usually comes with KDE. Like, I like a bit of the extra garbage shit that KDE has, like Kden Live, also like Console. Kwin is a good window manager to use on its own, and I like the Breeze theme, but I hate everything else about it. Well, the desktop environment is nice because it looks a lot like Windows, and I used Windows before I used Linux, and it's just very nostalgic for me. So, all of my computers, my gaming laptop, which is at my dad's, my Acer Aspire 15, which is downstairs in this house at my mom's, and this laptop. So, my gaming laptop and this laptop are the ones that run a Manjaro. All of my computers run Arch, but two of them, which again, this computer, my gaming laptop, and my dad's, the Lenovo Legion Y520, which was originally here, they both run the Manjaro version of ArchLinux, which, yes, I'm going to call it the Manjaro version, even though some people consider Manjaro as a different OS than ArchLinux. In my opinion, Manjaro is just a pre-configured version of ArchLinux that's more customized and holds your hand more than mainline Arch. So I'm going to lump Manjaro and Arch together, because like they work pretty much exactly the same with a few differences. So anyways, I'm going to open up my cool retro term. So I actually don't do much on this computer. I just browse the internet mostly. There's also a few other things I do, like I code HTMLs with Vim, but aside from that, I don't do much because this is an underpowered machine. You really only want to use an old laptop if you're web browsing. So this is just my other device that I use to browse the web. Anyways, I'm going to show you my screen fetch. I usually use NeoFetch, but I decided to use screen fetch. And because this is an old computer, I wanted to put, like this used to be my family's extra computer, but now it's just mine. But I put cool retro term just because this is an old computer and I wanted it to be like as retro as this thing already is, so I put cool retro term on it. Normally I use console, which is what I use on my Acer and my gaming laptop. Like, I use NeoFetch and console. My Acer actually has XFCE, and my gaming laptop has i3, but I use console on most of my Linux systems. This is just the one. For this occasion though, I wanted to use cool retro term, but for my file manager, I have PCman FM. I actually never used Mate before, but there it is. Mate is a really easy desktop environment to use. And this looks kind of like Windows XP, which I loved Windows XP as a kid. Like, it looked really nice and still, like, looks good because it looks nostalgic. This doesn't look as much like Windows XP as the computer I have downstairs, but I made it look similar enough with my Mate experience because I have none. So there's really nothing in these folders, and my desktop folder is pretty empty. I want to see if I can create a desktop icon. I can put a desktop icon. I'm just gonna name it Dough. Yeah, it's not on my desktop because I don't have Kaja or Kaja or however it's pronounced. There it is. Yes. So, yeah, I have really nothing in my file manager. But I'm gonna show you But now I'm gonna show you what I use this for. Just browsing the internet. Just to browse the web. So I use Chromium. So here I use Chromium because Chromium is lighter than Firefox, I find. And also, like, Thunderbird and Firefox, when you run it here, break the system. However, Chromium is pretty lightweight, so I use Chromium instead. So I'm going to load CNN, the news site. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. But yeah, I really don't do anything else here besides browse the internet. So yeah, this is my Dell Latitude D830. See you later.